Ready? Hi Peaches, it's Shaaba. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on another video. Look who I have with me today.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
The wonderful, the incredible Jamie, and there's something new today that we can say. You ready?
Yeah.
The husband, Jamie.
Why?
We may have
Oh
gotten
my God.
married. Maybe by the time you're watching this video. We got married over the weekend. We actually filmed this video in advance because we wanted to have a couple days off before the wedding to really immerse ourselves in the moment. So right now as we're filming we haven't, but as you are watching we have, and I'm hoping that the wedding went beautifully and amazingly, and the ring looks really wonderful on my finger and on your finger
this
too.
one.
We are filming this just 2 days before the wedding, so you know.
Nerves are high, excitement is there.
Absolutely, it's
need
been
a
a
poop.
bloody roller coaster. I'm excited to do a post-wedding Q&A with you, my friends. So if there are any questions that you have specifically about the process, about pros and cons, about LGBT plus friendly suppliers, stick
Leave
them
them downstairs by the front door.
Not by the front door, downstairs in the comment section, and
back
Jamie
door?
and I will come and answer that. He's already annoying me. Oh, we have an all-married couple already.
Yeah.
We're already bickering.
Yeah.
But today, I wanted to go through some of the assumptions that you had about our wedding. This has been 3 years in the bloody making, which I actually think is really unfair. There's been so much, hype building about this wedding because as a COVID couple, we've had 3 years to plan the wedding and 3 renditions of the wedding.
Shaaba overthinks everything.
I do, and nothing, no event ever, not even the Oscars, right, could live up to 3 years of hype worth of planning. We haven't been planning it for 3 years. But I feel like people expect 3 years of hype, which is what I'm getting really nervous about.
I've just had earfuls of it's not going to live up to the hype for 3 years.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But we can share some of the plans with you now. You've given us some assumptions. We're going to go through some of them and let you know if what you assumed was real.
Oh my goodness.
Are you ready? So many of these assumptions was that you were going to cry and basically be the pansy.
Oh yeah,
And
of course.
I can't say whether that's the case yet.
I think I'm the one that's likely to be weepy, but you're the one that's likely to have a couple moments of sobbing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely think you're going to cry. I also think I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jamie's a
I well
gonna
up
cry.
just thinking about certain moments of the day. So I am 100% sure I cried at multiple moments.
We'll
Yes.
send you photos. We'll pop them up on Insta
Just
to
me
verify if it's true. You know, those TikToks where people practicing their smiling.
I thought I'd make one of those.
That's
'cause
gonna be me. We both totally should.
Yeah.
And do as a little YouTube
we
short.
should.
You aren't going to have a traditional wedding cake.
We kind of are.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think unfortunately we do have a traditional
I
wedding
like cake.
Yeah, I've always just seen cakes as being one of those traditional things that I wanted to keep. We initially wanted to do a cake smash instead of a cake cutting. Apparently that's going to be quite difficult because we don't want to smash the whole cake and it's really difficult to just smash the top tier. So instead, the lovely lady making our wedding cake has filled the top with huge amounts of confetti, funfetti sprinkles. So when we do cut into it, it's
Hopefully.
supposed to pour out with lots of confetti. So that's the plan. Would you say that's traditional? I guess by that question.
I think it is pretty traditional. We're
It's
not having
not
a
the
donut
cheese.
stack or cheese or anything, yeah.
If you were to not do a wedding cake, what would it be?
Donuts.
You would go donuts. Or a cookie or pizza. Despite being a straight passing couple, there were queer decorations or something tying to your LGBT plus identities.
Yes.
I would say so. Unfortunately, you can't take the LGBT plus out of us. I totally recognise that we have straight passing privilege, but in some ways it really has bugged me, particularly throughout this process, because the amount of times that I felt really nervous that suppliers that we're going to work with, if they don't know, will end up not liking us because they
especially suppliers,
and then sabotage.
Especially suppliers who are there all day.
Yeah.
Or would maybe...
Who would therefore find out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because it's part of the day, it's going to be in speeches and stuff like that.
Probably, yeah. And also, it's not something that we hide. We've, got, little love wins messages. We've got rainbow confetti inside the cake.
Yeah. So it's little bits and pieces, but absolutely we've been very open with suppliers to make sure that they would support us and that we are supporting accepting people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I definitely called out and just randomly asked a bunch of suppliers who probably think I was really weird. Hey, I'm just checking out LGBT plus friendly because I wanted to make sure that one, we're using and supporting people who support everybody, but also that if you lovely people ever wanted to use suggestions that we had, because obviously people turn to people that they know,
Provide
that we put you in safe hands. Yes. So we have safeguarded you, don't worry. All of our suppliers are LGBT plus friendly, including our Asian henna artist, which I'm really excited about.
Beautiful.
Yes, I'll leave a lovely list somewhere soon.
Somewhere.
Somewhere on the internet.
Go find it.
Someone said 150 plus guests.
No,
I
it's
like the vibe
400
that
plus.
that's the vibe that we give out, though. I think it's under 100.
I'd say like
Around 100?
for British weddings.
Weddings.
For British weddings, smaller end of average.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
for Asian wedding standards.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Teensy tiny.
Yeah, most of the weddings that like Asians do are like 400 plus. Jamie wasn't kidding when he said 400.
It was important to both of us to have people there that we knew loved and accepted us and accepted our relationship. So we trimmed the guest list.
We were very selective. But I'm very glad with our lovely guests we have.
Me too.
Had.
Well, going to have, but yes,
And
by
that
the
we
time
have
this is out,
invited.
have had.
I didn't mean it in that sense, but
they
oh
were
my God.
there.
Oh my God. We're
There
married
were
now.
people.
We're married. As you're watching this, we're married. Someone said the 17th, pink and blue theme colours.
Oh, not the 17th.
Something happened on the 17th, but we're
But not the
keeping that
wedding.
very, very secret.
But our wedding, well, you'll know what date it was. It's the 25th.
The 24th and the 25th.
Yeah.
On the 24th we had our Mehndi. On the 25th we had our wedding day. So I wanted the 17th, but we couldn't because we had to reschedule
Gosh,
so many
darn
times
it.
because of COVID. The 17th was unfortunately taken, but that's okay.
I'm happy with the date.
Me too.
Yeah. Pink and blue wedding themes.
Ding ding. I kind of want to say ding ding.
Not
you're
our
you're
main,
like half right.
Yeah, it's not our main colour scheme.
Trans colours, trans flag colours.
We've gone very like neutral, like white and like dark green kind
We
of
actually
like my
just
top.
wanted, as you said, neutral colours and then dark green, and then we wanted the guests to bring the colour.
Yeah.
It was like no colour scheme.
But in things like flowers, we've done some very like slight touches of blush pink and like powdery blue.
And the reason being is because the blue is the colour of the globe thistle, which is to represent Jamie's Scottish family, which is a flower that we use.
Yes.
And like the blush is the colour of the rose that I'm using because my grandpa used to call me Rose when we were younger. Like we each had flowers named after ours and I was Rose. Yeah, I know it's really cringe, but I like the fact that the flowers that we used had meanings and those were therefore our colour schemes. So yeah, I guess you're like half right. You're having a big fat Asian wedding. And someone else says you're integrating some South Asian Mauritian things into your wedding.
We absolutely are. We're
Yes.
having a very
We're
like
not having a big fat Asian wedding. I guess it's kind of fat because it's across 2 days. But
Yeah.
the guest list isn't big and fat.
yeah, but we are definitely doing like elements from both our cultures.
Absolutely. So in terms of the South Asian stuff and the Mauritian stuff, we're doing a full-on Mehndi day. We've got the Dala procession. If you want, we can do videos talking specifically about like how those went on. We will share with you the videos when they are edited and have come together. But yeah, Dala trays, Mehndi.
Yeah, you're going to have Mehndi on the wedding day as well.
So are you. So are a lot of our guests.
Your bridal jewellery is Asian.
Absolutely. And I've got an Asian dress, as do you. You have an Asian suit.
Yeah,
and then
for
we
the
have
Mehndi.
a Western wedding dress and suit.
I have accessories from my Mehndi suit that I'm going to be wearing on my wedding suit.
And the music. We're doing a lot of Sega dancing
Yes.
in the evening,
Yeah.
which is going to be fun. And we have some Asian food. The first part, like we've got a 3-course Western meal.
Yes.
It's like European. And then we have, in the
Indian
evening, an
buffet.
Indian buffet.
Yeah.
Definitely including some Asian in there. And we've got some Scottish in there too.
Yes.
So we have the thistles.
Yeah.
We
we're
have a
doing-
hand fasting.
We have a hand fasting.
We have your lovely... I won't do the accent. Your lovely, basically, aunt doing a reading in her beautiful Scottish
yeah.
accent.
The lining of my suit is paisley.
Yes, and Paisley's
Which
also
is both,
Asian, so
yeah.
you know, like, yeah. Ding ding, well done. I love this. Somebody knows us so well. You were a little stressed about everything going to plan, but Jamie was super chill. Congrats again. You couldn't have got it more right. I feel like that is what's
Yeah,
happening. But I feel like maybe you wibbled a little bit.
I'm not stressed about it going to plan. I'm just nervous,
Yeah.
like about my and our role on the day.
Yeah.
But going to plan, little things going wrong, I'm so chill about. I don't care. I care about it being a good day, but like honestly, tiny things we won't even know about.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not going to be a bridezilla. This happens to me in any kind of performative role. If I'm doing a speech, if I'm going to an event, I stress about it before it happens, but then when I'm there, I'm so chill.
Chill. Yeah.
So I feel like that's what's
I'm
happening.
definitely gonna
Because it's like
be-
2 days until it's happening. I'm like, is everyone okay?
I'm definitely going to be calling you the morning of before we see each other, just being like, Shaaba, I'm so scared.
You're not allowed to speak to me before we do the aisle thing, traditionally.
No, I don't care. I'll at least
we
be
can chat.
WhatsApping you or voice noting you, just like, Shaaba, help me.
You won't need it. You're going to be with your family and your cute little groomsmen. They'll be fine. Your cats are in the wedding party.
No.
I really wish this assumption were true.
That's just asking for a disaster, though. Our cats would be so unruly.
I feel like they would pee somewhere that they wouldn't.
Prawn would poo on a shibari chair.
And then we wouldn't find them again. He would. He totally would. Sadly, they are not part of the wedding party.
Yeah.
However, we are going to put them in little green bow ties and take photos with them in the bow ties.
I mean, Apollo will not let you. Also, I will just say, my neck size, I wear it on the second smallest setting, so I don't know if they're going to fit the cats.
It's going to work. And I have found another way to integrate the cats into the wedding day. In my Mehendi, I have little nods to the cats that I will post on my Instagram, and I will let you try and find. Because traditionally, the idea is you hide the initials of each other, and the longer it takes you to find, the longer the prosperity you have in your marriage is going to be.
So basically just don't look.
No, so I have Jamie's initials and my initials on my hands as well, but there are also little nods to the cats that I will let you find on Instagram. So go over there to take a look the next week. Ooh, you won't do the Mr. and Mrs. Jamie Rains announcement because you're not owned by Jamie.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like it when people do like Mr. and Mrs. then just the husband's name.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a weird thing.
Personally, not a vibe. But if you want to do it, totally up to you. But yeah,
not for us.
Not for us. You're so right.
Yeah.
We don't have that. We were contemplating not even doing Mr. and Mrs. but doing Dr. and Doctor, which is like technically what it is, but then we felt that was too wanky. So we are doing Mr. and Mrs., but it's Mr. and Mrs. Lowton Rains.
Yeah, we're not going to be the Rainses.
No, we're going to double barrel our names because, as you said, Jamie doesn't own me, right? He's like an extension of me, just like I'm now an extension of you.
Also, Lowton is such a cool
names.
surname. I felt mean taking it from you.
Shaaba Lowton is a cool
But then,
name.
like, Jamie
I am
Lowton.
honestly sad to have the Rains as part of it because it does
I feel
like
so loved.
dampen the vibe. But I'm grateful to be a team.
I think it's just going to be like more on our personal lives for our kids and stuff that we use the Lowton Rains, but professionally we'll still be Jamie Rains and Shaaba Lowton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because that's what citations are like on our research papers.
Uh-huh.
There are other couple of things as well that we aren't doing traditionally in that sense. We aren't, for example, you're not doing the speech. It's not just the dads and the best men and whatever doing the speech. Yeah, exactly. No cishet norms, just for the purpose of cishet norms here. A couple more. The invite list has changed since the original wedding.
Yeah.
Quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Significantly.
There's like core people that are still on there from before, obviously. Yeah. But there's some people who unfortunately aren't with us anymore. There's some people who we've just drifted apart from, and there's some people that we've got closer to. So yeah, it has changed. I think that's always going to happen.
Yes, and I actually feel one of the biggest changes that has occurred as well is a lot of the people that we had down as just evening guests, we've sort of like upgraded to day guests because we've had so much more time knowing them. It's now become more expensive.
Yeah.
Because we're paying for them to be there for the whole time.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad about that at all. But it just shows like planning a wedding over 3 years is a lot of time. And one of my biggest worries about a wedding, it's irrational, but as I've kept saying, is that I didn't want to have a wedding and then meet like best friends or cool people afterwards and be like, damn, I wish you were there to celebrate what's supposed to be the most important day of our lives, right?
But then I was like, why would you even think... See, like, my brain just goes, why is you even thinking about that? It's such an odd thing to me. Like,
I don't
fair.
know, it's just...
It's how your brain works.
Yeah.
But I'm not even...
It's my background, my history, what I've been taught to value, that sort of thing. But you're right.
Thought about it.
And it's okay. A wedding is one moment in your life and in your time, so don't stress too much about the guest list, is what I'm saying. If people aren't there, that's okay.
My 10th birthday was a big moment. I was really proud to go double digits. I didn't know you back then. How
very
dare?
True. Very true.
How dare I turn 10 before I knew you? I know.
You guys don't want it to be extravagant.
Not
Do you feel like we have an
much.
extravagant wedding?
No, I don't think we do. I think we didn't want it to be over the top, but we wanted it to be like...
a reflection of us.
A celebration, yeah. So it may be extravagant to some people, but I think, like, by objective average wedding standards, it's quite standard, but then very personal to us.
I definitely say it's quite quirky.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's not like a big, lavish, like royal type, luxury type affair.
No.
Like, we've got crazy golf.
We've just got like little games and seating areas and casual things, and we're doing
Beanbags,
the
like chill
speeches,
floor cushions.
doing the speeches differently, and yeah, we're just like there's a lot of
lots of
elements
Pepsi
in there.
Max, Coke Zero.
Yeah,
I'm
a lot of
excited.
things in there that's just us.
Yeah. Ooh, this is an interesting one. No kids.
Oh, no. I don't judge you. I know it's a controversial thing to be like, no kids at the wedding. If that's what you want to do, but I couldn't. It's like some
kids
people...
are such a big part of my family and our lives.
I know.
And I couldn't imagine not having them there.
I think you completely restrict certain people from coming because not everybody can afford childcare. Not everybody's going to be able to find childcare. And if people don't want to bring their kids and they are able to find childcare, that's
They'll
what they're
do that
going to do.
anyway, yeah.
Most people would choose to leave their kids for a wedding, like a majority. I think we've left it very open, and it's like, I think our guest list is like half-half. Half are leaving their kids, half are bringing their kids.
But I think as well, we don't not everybody has kids. Like there's not as many people who do have children, and a lot of our friends don't drink. So normally I think when people bring kids to their wedding or don't want to bring kids to their wedding, it's because they want to get like blind out drunk at a wedding venue. But we actually don't have many people who have that vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who like go to weddings and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get so smashed. Like that's my idea of a good time.
I've seen it with other weddings, and this is what solidified it for me at least to have kids at ours, is that there were some people there where only one person in a couple that are quite close to the people getting married could come to the wedding because the other one had to look after the child who wasn't allowed to be there.
Yeah.
And it's not like the child was a baby, you know, they're like 6 or 7, they'd be pretty well behaved.
And if they don't, like, I guess that's not something that we're like uptight about. If a child cries or says something silly in the ceremony, like that would just make
it's just part of the
fun,
atmosphere.
right?
And I also trust the people that we've invited that if their child is being really disruptive, that they would like quietly leave and deal with the kid.
Not the event, but the ceremony.
Just like like if your baby's in distress and they need comforting, that you would like pop out and comfort your baby for a minute and then come back in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's the assumptions.
They were quite fun.
I feel so excited for this wedding. I can't wait to share more secrets with you after it happens. If you have any additional assumptions, please feel free to pop them downstairs in the comments section.
I've been told in the comments, not by the front door.
Not by the front door. And please also check out the wonderful Jamie's channel. He's just an incredible creator. Thank you so much again, friends, for watching. If you enjoyed it, do give it a thumbs up.
And please subscribe to Shaaba.
If you would like to. We'll see you next time with another video. Be kind and have a great
day.
Bye.
Bye.